Skills pay the bills. So let's rank the best top 10 pound for pound fighters in boxing by skill, by how good they are, by how good their IQ is, okay, according to me. We're not talking about what have you done for me lately. We're not looking at, performances. I'm just looking at skills, okay? So this is the Ring Magazine top 10 pound for pound best fighters in the world. Number one, they have Naoya Inoue, the Japanese monster. He's the undisputed super bantamweight champion. He holds the Ring Magazine belt. By far, one of the most dominant boxers in boxing today. He's very exciting. I like watching Inoue. He's coming off his biggest win by far against Junto Nakatani. It was a very good fight. Close fight, but at the end, Inoue showed why he's, one of the best fighters in the world. Number two, they have Alexander Usyk, the big dog in the heavyweight division. He holds the IBF, WBA, and WBO and Ring Magazine belts. I think they have him at number two because of the Rico Verhoeven fight. I don't consider that fight a real boxing fight. So, yeah. Okay, so Alexander Usyk and Naoya Inoue, I think they are the most consistent fighters in the pound for pound list. They've been here like for almost 10 years, I would say. Number three, they have Shakur Stevenson. I would put him maybe lower, maybe number four or number five. But I like Shakur, man. I like watching Shakur. I think I'm one of the only guys who enjoys watching Shakur Stevenson fights. He holds the WBC and Ring Magazine Junior welterweight belts. He's coming off a big dominant win against Teofimo Lopez last time. He schooled Teo, one of the best defensive fighters in the world. I think he's rumored to fight Devin Haney. If that fight happens, I would prefer Shakur to win that fight. Number four, they have Jesse Bam Rodriguez, who just became a champion in his third weight division, the bantamweight division. He holds the WBA championship belt. He stopped Antonio Vargas in 6 rounds. It's a very, very good fight. I enjoyed watching. I actually enjoy watching Bam Rodriguez. He's very exciting. He brings the pressure. A lot of people say he fights like Lomachenko. I don't think he's as good as Lomachenko, but, he's close. Number five, David Benavidez. He's coming off his big win against Zurdo Ramirez. Destroyed Zurdo in 4 rounds. One of the most talked about fighters, one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. And to quote EV Boxing, David Benavidez puts people in shredders. He's a shredder. He holds the WBC light heavyweight belt and also the WBA and WBO cruiserweight belts. And number six, they have Dmitry Bivol, the light heavyweight champion. He holds the WBA, WBO, and IBF and Ring Magazine belts. He's coming off a dominant victory against Michael Eifert. I like Bivol. I don't know why people call him a boring fighter. I don't think he's boring at all. I watch all of his fights. He's very cool, very technical. I like everything he does. Now, let's rank them based on skill, how, good their boxing skills are, how good their boxing IQ is. And also, after that, I would share my top 10 pound for pound list. So here is my list. Top 4 most skillful fighters in the world. I have Alexander Usyk as number 1, as the most skillful fighter in the world. Alexander Usyk, there's no such thing as a perfect fighter, but he's very close. I think he's the complete package. He's very technically immaculate, of course. He's the most experienced fighter in boxing today, I would say. He has achieved everything a boxer should achieve, from gold medals to undisputed titles. He has a lot of arsenal in his skills. He can do anything in the ring. He can counter punch. He can pressure. He can box on the back foot. He's very good defensively. Very good footwork. Underrated power. And on top of that, he's very adaptive. He doesn't make any mistakes. He makes adjustments on the fly. I can go all day talking about Alexander Usyk. I think he will retire undefeated. Number two, I have Dmitry Bivol as the second most skillful fighter in boxing after Alexander Usyk. Let's take a look at his arsenal. The best jab in boxing, I would argue. One of the best defensive fighters. He doesn't get hit that much. He's one of the least hit fighters, him and Shakur Stevenson. In his last fight against Michael Eifert, Eifert only landed 12 punches in the whole fight. That's some great defense right there. Great counterpuncher, very underrated power, I would say. He's very economical. He doesn't waste shots. He doesn't make any mistakes. He's very complete technically. Beautiful footwork. I mean, I can talk about Bivol the whole day, man. Okay? I have Shakur Stevenson as the third most skillful fighter in the world. Let's take a look at his arsenal. The best defensive fighter in the world, according to CompuBox stats. His opponents only connect 19.5% of their power punches against him. He has layers of defense. He mixes the Philly shell with the footwork, the in and out footwork, great distance management, snappy fast jab, great reflexes. His reaction is fantastic. He can see the punches even before you throw them. The only knock against Shakur Stevenson is he fights very defensively, and I think he's aware of that. Maybe that's why he was more aggressive in his last couple of fights. I thought he could have stopped Teofimo Lopez. Naoya Inoue is my number four most skillful fighter in the world. I think he's the best boxer puncher in boxing. I mean, there's a reason why Ring Magazine has him ahead of Alexander Usyk because I think Inoue is the most dominant fighter in boxing. He has all the skills needed to be a successful fighter. He can punch, he has very good power, he can box, he has speed, he has very underrated defense. He's very versatile. He can be a very good pressure fighter. He cuts off the ring very well. He can box on the back foot. He can counter punch. Inoue has been a dominant champion for a long time. He has 28 title fights. Most of them ended by stoppage. He's overlooked because he fights in a very low weight class, but I think he deserves to be on the list. And here's my top 10 pound for pound list. I have Alexander Usyk at number 1, Naoya Inoue number 2, number 3 I have Dmitry Bivol, number 4 I have Shakur Stevenson, number 5 I have Jesse Bam Rodriguez, number 6 I have Artur Beterbiev, number 7 I have David Benavidez, number 8 Devin Haney, and I would replace Oscar Collazo because I'm not familiar with his fights. I only watched one of his fights against CP Freshmart. He's cool, but I don't know a lot about him. So I would replace him with Sebastian Fundora. And number 10, they have Emmanuel Navarrete, but I would replace Navarrete with Oshaki Foster. I think he's more impressive than Navarrete.